Hi everyone, this is Radhika and I'm going to show you today 5 simple neck exercises that we all should be doing. Now these exercises are obviously more important if you're using your cell phone a lot, if you're working a lot on your computer, or even for students who are now very much required to use their computers and tablets for studying and doing homework. So let's get started. These are very easy and you just have to basically be sitting on your chair for doing this. You don't really have to stand up, but it is recommended that if you take a break, you should stand up and then just do some stretching and then get back to work. So I'm going to show you this in sitting. So the first exercise that we are going to do is just simply looking up and down. So you're going to start at this position where I'm looking straight and I'm going to slowly look up. Just be there for 1 to 3 seconds and slowly come down and look straight again. I'm breathing normally, okay? So I'm not holding my breath or I'm breathing very fast. If you're not used to this exercise, you may feel like you're putting a lot of effort in it, but you don't have to. It has to be very easy and relaxing. Also, another important thing is make sure your shoulders are relaxed. They are not hunched because, like I told you in my previous episodes, everyone is always sitting like that. You are typing and this posture really does not do any good. So you're sitting straight, shoulders relaxed, you're looking in front and you're going up like that, staying there for 1 to 3 seconds, looking in front, going up again, staying there for 1 to 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and down. If you're confused about where to keep your hands, I'm just resting them on the table, but you can rest them on your thighs, that's okay. Okay, so the next one, we are going to do side to side rotations. This is just looking on one side, look straight, look on the other side, and straight. Now you may think, what's so different about this? You just have to look side to side, but the speed matters. You have to do it at a reasonable speed, a time enough for the muscles to at least get relaxed and stretched, okay? So we're going to look over here and stay in this position for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to look in front and not just directly to the other side, okay? And now I'm going to look on the left side. 1, 2, 3. Look back straight. Very easy. Let's do it again. Right side. 1, 2, 3. Straight. Left side. 1, 2, 3. Now you may realize that even though you started with your shoulders relaxed, when you're doing these exercises, your shoulders may slowly get tensed because you're not really used to relaxing these muscles. We are not really used to not using these muscles. We use them for everything that we do. So make sure you keep reminding yourselves that your shoulders are relaxed. It's not possible when you're working to do these exercises in front of a mirror, but if you have time to do these exercises 2 to 3 times a day, you can always do them in front of a mirror, just to make sure your posture is good, you're relaxing your shoulders, not tensing. Now, if this is very easy and you feel like it's not really stretching your neck muscles, what you can do is you can try and look behind. Then look straight, look on the left side behind, look straight. So what I'm trying to do here is, instead of looking at the farthest object on my right side, I'm trying to look at the farthest object behind me. And then look straight, and then the same logic. I'm trying to look at the farthest object or the point that I can look at on my left side. Now, why is this important, you may think? Because if you're looking forward all the time, you're not really used to looking back on the side up when you're using gadgets, because everything is almost always in front of you. And that's why sometimes people feel dizzy when you're quickly turning your head. So that's why you need to get used to these movements slowly. So don't try to speed up these movements. Make sure you're doing them at a reasonable speed. Make sure your shoulders are still relaxed by the time you end the exercise. The third one is pretty tricky because a lot of people are uncomfortable with this because it's challenging, because it's not a lot of daily movements or emotions that we express by moving your neck sideways. right? I mean, you nod, you say, you shake your head to say no, but this is not really a very common movement. So a lot of people think, why do I even need to do that? You have to understand a lot of headaches that you get, a lot of tension headaches, a lot of neck spasm, neck tightness that you get, even jaw pain for that matter, is all because of the tight muscles behind your head and on the side of your neck. So we need to make sure you stretch them from time to time. So how are you going to do this one? So the third exercise is trying to tilt your head side to side. Here's how you're going to know you're doing it correctly. You're not going to hunch your shoulders, and you're not going to hike your shoulders in the same direction. So if I'm trying to touch my ear to the shoulder, only my ear should go towards the shoulder. The shoulder should not be rising. Okay? It's the same thing here. I'm lowering my neck. I'm not raising my shoulders. Okay. Now this can be pretty painful. So here's how to make sure you're able to tolerate. If you're sitting on a nice backrest chair, you can scoot behind. Make sure you have a good backrest. You can keep a pillow, or you can scoot in front and keep your one shoulder down. Try to tilt your head on one side, and then you can use the same side and try to help your neck touch the shoulder, okay? It may not be comfortable. This is where you should be feeling the pain or the stretch. If not, you're doing it wrong. Again, when you're trying to do it on the opposite side, you're going to tilt your neck over here, and the same side shoulder holds the ear of the opposite side, and you're trying to lift it like that. And this is where you will be feeling the stretch, pain, or discomfort. Now make sure I'm talking to you, which means I'm breathing. So don't make holding your breath a habit. It's not good. And when you're trying new exercises, especially stretching, a lot of people are uncomfortable, and the minute you start feeling pain, you hold your breath. Especially when I tell everyone, oh, hold this for 3 seconds, and you'll be like, now count loudly. If you're not used to it, 1, 2, 3, relax. A lot of times with these 3 exercises that we did so far, that is up and straight, side and straight, and then tilting, your neck may crack. You may hear some bone cracking sounds or some popping sounds. As long as it is not painful, it is normal. Because if your neck is stiff and you're going in this direction, you're doing certain movements for the first time in a lot of weeks, it is going to stretch and the bones are going to separate and make those popping sounds, okay? So it's very normal. Just remember, as long as it's not painful, it is acceptable. If it's painful, just take a break and then do that again. Okay. Now the 4th exercise is probably the most common exercise that you have been hearing about every time someone talks about neck pain, headaches, or ergonomics. So here's what you're going to do. Relax your shoulders, and we are going to do chin tucks, which basically just means you're sliding your neck backwards, okay? So if I'm looking straight, all I'm doing is this. An easier way to remember this exercise is basically you're trying to give yourself a double chin. So there you go. So I'm sitting straight. I'm not moving in any direction. Make sure you're sitting straight, your shoulders are relaxed, and you're doing a good chin tuck. Now it's much better if you stay in that position again for 3 to 5 seconds. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when you relax from this position, there is no point of doing this again. So when you relax, this is the ideal position. So you're going back, relax, relax, okay? So you're not doing this and coming back to your original neck position. This is ideal. When you're in this position, you stay here. You don't relax like that. You see the difference in my neck curve? And you want to reduce it. So 1, 2, 3, relax. 1, 2, 3, relax. Now when you're doing this, you may feel some stretch or pain in this area, which is right under your skull, because this is the muscle that gets tight the most when you're typing, you're straining your eyes, or you're straining your neck, lifting weights, or using your computer for a long time. Another important thing is when you're doing this, obviously don't hold your breath, but make sure your tongue is on the roof of your mouth, so it's touching up but not your teeth. Fourth one is your self-massaging your neck muscles. Okay, so for this one, we are going to massage the back of our neck. So this is usually the muscle, it's a very tiny muscle and it is close to your skull. So this is how you're going to find out. You're going to keep your finger on just below your ear, and then you're going to slowly move in circles along the center, and you are going to find a semicircular shape of your skull bone. Okay, so very easy. It will be hard, you will not even feel like you are actually on a muscle, it will feel like you're on the bone, but if that's what you're feeling, then you're in the right place. So again, here's how you're going to start. You are going to keep your fingers under your ear, and then you're going to track this semicircular bony area on your skull. So you can start from here or you can start from the center, whichever is easier. So I'm going to start from the bottom of my ears and go towards the center. All I'm doing is moving my fingertips in clockwise direction, slowly moving towards the center. Most of us have these muscles very sore, tender, and painful. So you can take your own sweet time, you can do this slowly, but at the same time, if it feels good, you can definitely apply more pressure. So I am just going back and forth, and I'm still moving my fingers in clockwise direction. Once you do this 2 to 3 times, you can start moving your fingers in the opposite direction. Very easy. Feel some strain, you will feel some pain. This is not always comfortable, but it works. It works amazingly. And relax. Okay. So the last exercise is you're going to combine chin tuck with all the previous exercises except the self massage. Initially it is difficult to make sure that the chin tuck is maintained through the movement. So it's a good idea to give yourself a feedback by keeping your hand on your chin. Relax. Right? Okay, so the next one is going to be looking side to side. So do a chin tuck. Relax the chin tuck. Again, relax. Okay, now we're going to do the head tilt. So chin tuck first. Pretty easy. All right, so these were the 5 exercises. Have fun. Bye.